This is Marion Fontaine for Magnum Pro Wrestling in color. What is this thing?
Thank you, Marion Fontaine, for that lovely intro. Jack Lubash, Anthony Douglas here with Magnum Pro Reactions.
And a special thanks to Marion Fontaine for coming out for 2 nights at Hot Magnum Nights. Incredible athlete.
Yeah, for sure. He is someone that I want to see back in Magnum. From what I hear, positive reactions mean he will be back in Magnum.
Oh, for sure. And of course, if you saw any of both nights of Hot Magnum Nights, you saw the first night Marion Fontaine was against Hype Gotti. Of course, losing to Hype Gotti, who had the help of a handful of tights. And then the second night against everybody's favorite, Donnie Pepper Cricket. Both very entertaining matches.
Yeah, there were great matches, and I do have word that Hype Gotti, Marion Fontaine, is going to be exclusively free on Magnum-Pro.com.
You can't beat that. But while we're on the subject, the big thing on everybody's mind is the conclusion of night 2 of Magnum Pro's shows, Hot Magnum Nights, when the Men in Black were finally revealed, Anthony.
Yeah, it was revealed that Tony Cortez and Hype Gotti were the 2 men under the masks, siding with Jayden Draigo.
Being in that arena when it was revealed who they were, it was the most amazing feeling I've ever had. I didn't see it coming. Did you?
No, I didn't see that coming, but it all makes sense. I mean, they were a tag team, Hype and, well, I was going to call him Dusty, but Hype and Tony, they were a tag team known as Simply the Best. In some way, they always end up back together, and I should have saw it coming, but...
Well, we were all fooled. I mean, back in February, these 2 were in the most brutal match in Magnum history, in the barbed wire match for the Magnum Pro title, and now they're together, and throw in Jayden Draigo. I don't even know where this is going to go or what's going to happen with these 3 men, these 3 veterans together. Now, you had a run-in with Jayden on the second night.
Yeah, don't even get me started on Jayden. I mean, that guy's just a piece of trash. I'm going to say it right now. I mean, he looked in your eyes, he said he was going to win the Magnum Pro Championship. He didn't do that. I brought it up to him. I said, hey, you didn't win the title. You told everybody you were, and he threw me into a door. I mean, how more disrespectful can you get?
Very unprofessional. I have to ask you too, you went back in for round 2 after the show. If you go to Magnum-Pro.com, you can see this exclusive video after the show. You got a chance to interview the 3 of them. What was that like?
They're just a bunch of jokesters. They're drinking beers, having fun. You know, what really hurts the most is Tony Cortez. That was a guy who fought for the fans. He was always for the fans. And I saw Team Cortez, I saw people saying, you know what, I will never be a part of Gotti country. So the fans are torn. I don't know how this is all going to play out, but it's just disgusting. I thought I had faith in Tony Cortez. He let me down. He sided with Hype Gotti, and Gotti country, Cortez, they're not going to get along. The fans are torn right now.
You pointed out it is going to be interesting over the next months to see how this plays out, but the one person that was hurt the most out of this whole thing was Jason Strife. We saw in another exclusive Aftermath interview after the show, Strife, he was torn. Hype Gotti, also known in real life as Dusty, and Tony Cortez are both really good friends of Jason Strife. They both stabbed him in the back. He's hurt. You heard him tell Mikey Danger that he is now on his own if he wants to continue on. Yeah. They got the best of him.
Yeah, and the previous night, Friday night, he teamed up with Jason Strife, teamed up with Tony Cortez. And then this goes down? I think Jason Strife's just fed up.
I think so too. There's a lot of unanswered questions that hopefully we will get answers to at the next show, which is going to be August 1st. But I want to switch subjects.
Okay.
Let's go to the Church of Yokozuna. Now, they've had a couple new members this weekend. The first one is the newest bodyguard of the group, known as J.C. Slater. He's taking the place of Javiacito, but Javiacito is not out of the group.
Yeah, I think they're kind of, they need a bit more muscle if they're going to have a bodyguard. And I think I think we're going to see a transformation of them, maybe becoming serious, because I don't know. But we don't want to forget Javiercito's twin sister, Shelly Kapowski. She is also a part of the group, and she's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, she is. She's very, very gorgeous. And all I can say is, if she's Javiercito's twin sister, if twins run in their family, they're obviously running the opposite way of Javiercito.
Yeah, for sure. But we do want to let you know that Michael Monsoon will be taking on Nate Redwing at Crusade for a Cure 2 in a dog collar match.
It was made official. I can't wait for this one. It's been a long time coming for Nate Redwing, who's finally going to be able to get his hands on Michael Monsoon. Michael Monsoon will have nowhere to run, but with all these new members in the ever-growing Yokozuna, is it going to be too much for Nate Redwing?
I don't know. They're going to be tied neck and neck with a chain. I know he has the brick, but will the chain be too much for the brick? I don't know.
Yes,
There's a lot of unanswered questions with this, but it's going to be a match that you don't want to miss.
No, you don't. Now, let's switch gears over to our first night back in Oakland. Sean Nautilus.
Yeah.
He did the unthinkable. He was able to get a restraining order against Joey in Nebraska and Oakland, and he knew that.
Yeah.
He put his hands on Joey Anderson's sister, who was sitting in the front row. Unspeakable actions on his part.
Yeah, you don't mess with another man's family. And I had the displeasure, I should say, of interviewing Joey after the show, and he was very, very upset. He still vows to kill him. He wants to end Sean Nautilus' life.
I know we're supposed to be biased here, but there is going to come a time when Joey Anderson's going to be able to get his hands on Sean Nautilus, and I hope he does hurt him, because having two sisters myself, if somebody ever put their hands on my sisters, it would make me upset, and I would want to do the unthinkable to them.
Yeah, and then the second night, we know the lawyer. He conveniently sent him on vacation.
All expenses paid, mind you.
Yeah, so he's just using that money from the courts, I'm sure, and going on vacation, running scared, but that's how people live these days. That's how we live.
That's the trick. That's the cheap lifestyle that Sean Nautilus will take any shortcut he can to avoid Joey Anderson. But we do want to mention one last thing, and that is the next Magnum Pro Wrestling show, which will be coming to you August 1st in Omaha, Nebraska, from the Fireman's Hall on 60th and Grover, and what an amazing show it's going to be.
Yeah, Crusade for a Cure 2, and former WWE superstar known as Evan Bourne, now known as Matt Sydal, will be in action.
Unbelievable, but it gets better than that.
God.
Aside from Matt Sydal, we have former TNA superstar Sanjay Dutt, and we do know who Sanjay's going against. Sanjay Dutt will be challenging Devin Thomas for the Magnum Pro Championship. I cannot wait for that.
That one just puts a big grin on my face just thinking about it. Devin Thomas, he is a reigning and defending champion. Will he be able to go up against a TNA superstar like?
Well, this could be the hardest competition yet for Devin. We're going to see what he's made of come August 1st.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. So if you want to learn everything about it, make sure you go to magnum-pro.com. I'm sure in the upcoming weeks we'll have more matches announced, we'll have more interviews, more exclusive. I think we have on the phone type of interview coming up soon.
We're going to have a hotline, and my guest on the hotline is going to be Mikey Danger to get his reactions to this past weekend, getting the broken jaw, of course, from Jayden Draigo, and then, of course, the unveiling of the Men in Black as Hype Gotti and Tony Cortez.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what Mikey has to say.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be an interesting few weeks coming up till Crusade for a Cure 2, and tickets go on sale tomorrow. So if you're watching this, it's probably already on sale right now. So
you don't want to miss out on this event. I mean, last time we were at the Omaha Fireman's Hall, it was jam-packed, and you're going to get double the action as last time. Again, Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal, and Sanjay Dutt.
Now, this is going to be amazing. So make sure you go to magnum-pro.com for all the info on the upcoming events. For Jack Lubash, Anthony Douglas, we will see you at Crusade for a Cure 2.